Hello, welcome to United Kopitiam, and this is a bleak time for Manchester United. We Manchester United fans are not happy, are very down. Results really crap. Although we won against Astana, we won against Rochdale. These are crap teams we should be winning against. And of course, the loss against West Ham was just unpalatable. Performance against Astana and Rochdale are crap. We couldn't get a goal or two goals past them. We need to depend on Greenwood, a 17 years old. So everything is looking down on Manchester United at the moment, and rightly so. Everyone's jumping on the Ole out bandwagon. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say rightly so because this is a Ole in video. We supposed to support Ole. We have to give him time, and we have to be patient with Ole. Now, don't get confused with patience with Ole, because reason number one why we should be Ole in is we should pressure the board. Ole is not the core problems of Manchester United. It's Edward Wood, it's Glazers. This is the obvious. Everyone knows it, but everyone is not bringing the fight on Glazers' door front, on Woodward door front. Of course, you're gonna ask me, so what? What can we do? They are the owner. We cannot do anything. Ed Woodward is very powerful in Manchester United. We as fans have to pressure Edward Wood, because what Edward would love more than money is the fans. He has to love the fans because the fans are the one that keep giving money to Manchester United. Now, Manchester United is a big brand. It's a Coca-Cola of the drink industry. Even if you know how much sugar is in Coca-Cola, people are still going to buy Coca-Cola. Everyone's still going to hold Coca-Cola. McDonald's, everyone say boycott McDonald's because of, the link to Palestine war. But are we able to get rid of McDonald? Everyone keeps going back to McDonald because it's just such a big name. You open your eyes, you remember McDonald, you remember Coca-Cola, you know Manchester United. You ask a non-football fan, you ask your girlfriend, they know who is Manchester United. Why? It's just because there's such a big news. They don't support Manchester United, but everyone knows them. It's like I don't eat fast food anymore, and I still remember McDonald's from time to time, and I go back to them every once a month. So yes, it's a big brand, but big brand needs the fans. It needs Manchester United, needs the fans, and we have to pressure Glazers and Edward to back Ole. They did not back Ole enough during the transfer window. It has come and gone. We needed two midfielder, one right wing, and of course a change in our defense. We got the change in defense, but we don't have the midfielder. Herrera went, Fellaini went. Herrera was important to Manchester United because we don't get new players, and his contract was allowed to run down by who? By the board. Nonetheless, Manchester United board, Glazers, and Edward do not support enough, do not support Ole enough, and we need to make sure that they support Ole enough. We needed Bruno Fernandes. It was 10 million too expensive according to Woodward. So now we are suffering because of the 10 million. Mata, Lingard, they are just not good enough to play in the attacking midfield role. Mata is too old. He doesn't have the leg. He cannot run fast. He's creative. You don't lose that with age. But as soon as he got the ball, player comes in. He cannot create his own space. He's too slow to 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 create space for himself. And hence he got caught. He can't be creative when players are not giving his place. When the offensive teams are choking him out of space, he cannot perform. Lingard, run against Rochdale. For God's sake, against Rochdale, the least touches, the least pass completed from our attacking midfield, Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard is attacking midfield. They connect midfield to the attack. And what did he do? He didn't touch the ball. How do you connect the midfield to the attack when you don't touch the ball? So Lingard is crap, Mata is crap. How can we blame Ole? The players has been crap. They have been crap under Moyes. They have been crap under LVG. They have been crap under Mourinho. And why are we surprised that they are crap now? Jesse Lingard, Juan Mata, they are just not good enough. Especially Juan Mata has gotten old now. Matic, for God's sake, Matic. If you put, okay, it's only decision to put in Matic. It's only decision to put in Mata in the game. But who does he have? Garner, who hasn't even played a minute of the first 11. Gomez, I'm going to talk about Gomez. He's going to be my other reasons why we should be Ole in. Ladies and gentlemen, we just do not have the players, and Ed Woodward did not back the manager enough. If we want to change the manager again, what's going to change? Allegri is going to come in with Lingard and Mata and Matic in the team. Pochettino have better players in Tottenham, and yet they're suffering at the moment. What do you think Pochettino can do to make this team better? He is a bottler. He has not won anything with Tottenham with better players in his disposal. He has Harry Kane, he has Son, he has Ericsson, who can create something out of nothing. And yet we are here blaming Ole because he's the manager, but we don't have the player and he doesn't have enough support against Woodward. If you say then why is he not sounding out his frustration to the board, I'll tell you in the next reason. At the moment, Woodward and Glazers are just not supporting the board enough. 600 million in revenue, 50 million profit. And that is despicable. Why? Because all the money has been given as dividends to the shareholders. Where are the monies for the transfer? Edward will get himself a big chunk of the money, and yet no money is invested. 60 million net in transfer window. Net. How can Manchester United, the biggest club in the world, spend 60 million net? That is ridiculous. That is really ridiculous, and we're not going to get any good players in January because good players don't move in January. It's as simple as that. So this season is done for, and you want to talk about tactic with me? Who do we have to play the tactic that Ole wants to play? Who do we have who can do the running and press player if Lingard is not even getting the touches, is not even getting the passes? What can we do? Mata's supposed to press? Press who? By the time he reached the player, the pass has already been done. It's too slow. Mata just stand back because the time he moved to the player, the ball has moved to the other side, has been passed away from him, and he couldn't go to the other side because it's just too freaking slow. So you tell me why Fred is not playing. He has to show to the board how crap Matic is, and you are not supporting me. And the Wood was not supporting. He can't tell the press, and that's my other reason. So yes, the fight is wrong. You are going against the wrong person. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not the person that you should be against. Is Edward and Glazers. And if we don't do that, we're gonna change manager. Nothing is going to change. We have the best tactician manager in LVG. We have the best manager in the world who has won it against Real Madrid, who has won it against Chelsea, who has changed Chelsea into a very, very good team. What has he done? What's going to change if you're going to get new manager in? What's going to change if you're going to get Laurent Blanc in? What's going to change if you're going to get Allegri in? What's going to change if you're going to get Arsene Wenger in, who has been crap with Arsenal for 12 freaking years? Nothing's going to change. If you are only out, you are is akin to having diabetic and you're just taking pills and you just take intention, but you have no intention to change your diet. You don't want to go to the root source. You're just depending on pill. You're just depending on injection. But if you keep eating sugar, if you keep inhaling sugar, you are going to get sick. You are going to continue to destroy your body with sugar. So we have to go back to the root cause, which is Edward and Glazers. Pressure them. They are not going to get out of the club. They have to sell the club, but pressure them to buy players. Fight the right fight. If you're going to go against Ole, you're just forgetting Edward and Glazers, and they're just happily spending their own money, not supporting Manchester United, not giving enough to back Ole because your fight is with the wrong person. And they're happily just sit there, get Ole in, put Ole in charge, and and fans are just going to go against him, and you forgot the battle is with the Glazers and Edward, and they're just happily you are going to go to games because you love Manchester United so much, and they are just going to continue to benefit from it, and they're not going to support Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So you, the one who is Ole out, are destroying the club because you are not bringing the real fight to the boards and the Glazers. And my second reason is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a positive manager. He is the total opposite of Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho was negative. He threw player under the bus. And if you ask me why Ole Gunnar did not pressure the board, why he did not come up to the press and say he need attacking, he need a midfield, because as soon as he does that, as soon as he does that, as soon as he put the board, he slid the board, as soon as he slid the player, the board is not going to look at him at the good light. The players Players are going to go against him like how they did against Jose Mourinho. You can't slate a player in front of press. Sir Alex Ferguson did nothing like that. He does not slate a player in front of press. He might have thrown his slipper in the dressing room. That's how he disciplined players, and Peckham probably deserved it at the moment. And he slated players in the dressing room, but never in front of the press because he knows how to keep his house in order without going to the press. And we need to learn how to do that. Ole Gunnar is doing that, and he is not slating the board and say, I don't have this player, I don't have that player, and that's what Jose Mourinho did. What happened to him? Players don't play for him, and straight away he got all the bad result. He's trying to motivate his player the way he knows how, but it just couldn't get past the fact Mata is older now. Matic is older now. Jesse Lingard just is not a good player at all. Pereira is not a good player at all. We couldn't even get into the first team of Valencia. So he's a positive manager. He tries to be positive to the players, but going to the dressing room, we do not know what happened. We can see on his face how frustrated we are. Okay, I agree. He should be on the pitch, be more vocal because we don't have a captain against the players. But he cannot slate the players on the pitch. There are things that he can improve, of course. But let's talk about that in other video. Now is we have to be Ole in. We have to be Ole in because he's been positive. He's been the positive light in the Manchester United press conference. He can't slate his player. Of course, you can't slate your boss. You try to slate your boss and see what happened to you the next day. You try to say that your boss is crap and see what happened to you the next day. Of course, everyone knows he needed a player, and he has gotten 3 good players. There's really not much else he can say on that. Every player that he bought, Daniel James is good, Maguire is good, and Juan Bissaka is good. He has the right vision for the club. But if you don't give him time, if you don't give him time, if you don't give him the players, what is he going to do with the players that he has, which has been crap under Mourinho, which has been crap under LVG? You say, why is he sticking with Rashford? Who else? Who else? Marshall is injured. What can he do if his players is injured? Of course, you ask me the question. Then why? What are you doing in the training when he's injured? We don't know. We don't know why. Maybe he's just a player that's easily injured. Who bought him? LVG. He is a definite talent, Marshall. If he's got injured, it's just our luck of not getting the right player in that can stay fit, and Rashford can stay fit, but he's just so tired carrying the team alone. Do not forget, Rashford is 21 years old, and if you kept saying he's not a striker that's 20 goals, maybe he isn't, because he never was a striker. He was always playing on the wings. So can we really blame Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for the bad player that he has, and he has still continued to put up a face for it? Because he has the positive, he cannot slate his player. He knows everything has to be done in the room. If you have a wife, if you in a happy family, you don't air your dirty laundry on Facebook. As soon as you do that, done. Your family is gone. It's collapsed. It's gonna collapse. So you have to, and he has to go to press conference. He cannot say he cannot go to press conference, and that is why he has the positive. And in the latest conference, he said it's not something that I'd agree, but there has to be an agenda behind it. He said that Manchester United will have games that we win and we'll have games that we lose. We are freaking Manchester United, for God's sake. Why the hell is he saying that? It's because we have lost so many games and the fight is at the wrong end. He has to say something to give a bit pressure to the board. He has to say something, and the share price is gonna drop. It's just right after the shareholder meeting in Manchester United, and he said that Manchester United have games that we will lose. What will happen to the share price in America? It will keep dropping, and that's what Glazers does not want to happen. As long as the share price keep dropping, there's only 2 things they can do. 1, invest, get better players. 2, sell the club. As simple as that. He has to do it in a different way. He cannot go to the public and slate his boss. He can't go to the public and slate his player. What can he do? Cryptics. Cryptics sentence like this, which seems to downgrade Manchester United, but has an agenda at the end. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer know how important, how big Manchester United is. but he has to say what he say. So as far as I say, everything that he says in the press conference is kind of correct. Not everything, but most of them is kind of what he needs to do. There's a reason behind it, and he needs to do that. He needs to be positive. He needs not to be slating the manager, but he still needs to kind of downgrade Manchester United a bit so that there is some effect on Glazers. And his words are 100 times much stronger than our fans' words going to be. But we still have to drop in what our frustration on Glazers. Bring the real fight to the real person. Bring the fight. Fight your diabetes by going to the core problem. Stop inhaling carbohydrate, stop inhaling sugar, and your body will get better. Get the pressure right to at will. We can't get rid of them. It's not that easy. But pressure them by saying the correct things on social media, by putting down your thoughts on Manchester United page. Because there are people who's going to read it, and there will kind of shape our opinions. Now the opinions are all Ole out. We forgot where the real fight is. Glazers out, Woodward out. It may not get them out, but it will pressure them to invest to support Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Keep your faith with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole in and fight the real fight. And my third reason why we have to keep him, he is doing the right thing with youth. He has been saying the right thing about youth. He trusted Greenwood, Chong, and Gomez. Brought into the first team, even James Garner, who hasn't been getting a minute. But we still have a lot of midfield, though most of them are crap. The only good midfielder we have is Paul Pogba. And why the real fight? I mean, why do I say he's been doing good with the youth? I mean, people are saying, look at the team. Greenwood is there. Why aren't you starting Greenwood? Look at the team. Why aren't you starting Gomez? Why are we still playing Mata, Lingard, and Pereira in the attacking midfield? Why are we still trying them out? And although they have proven to be shite. And a lot of people are saying, look at Chelsea. They are starting with youth. Number one, Chelsea's point is the same as us. They're just as crap. They are just as crap. Their youth are just, they have drawn with Sheffield. They've lost to us 4-0. Their results are just not as good as us. And of course, they had Liverpool. They lost to Liverpool. Given that. But Tammy Abraham is 23 years old. Mason Mount is 20 years old. Kurt Zuma is about 23 years old. They have been loaned out and have gotten consistent exposure to first team games. Where has Greenwood been? Where has Angel Gomez been? Where has Chong been? They have not been loaned out. They have been consistently playing for under 23, under 20. Greenwood is only 17 years old. What makes you think they can start game for the biggest club in the world? What kind of pressure are you throwing into these players? Mind you, Greenwood is not even eligible legally. He can't legally even fornicate. It's illegal for him at the moment. So and they're not even at the drinking age, but drinking age 21 years old. So that's kind of late. But there are still things they cannot do, and we are supposed to put our fate in the hand of a 17 years old. Just think about it. Abraham is 23. 5 freaking years of difference of experience being exposed to the first team. They, of course, you can go in and say Ole Gunnar says that they're ready. They are ready to be given minutes. And being given 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, okay, fine. Maybe they should give given more, 20 minutes. But you have to get this player in slowly. You cannot throw them in the first team and expect them to be carrying Manchester United. Look at Chong. How much abuse has Chong gotten in the 2 games of Rochdale and Astana? Granted, he has not played well, but people has been jumping on his back. You know how much pressure it is to look at the social media and people saying you're crap, you're shit, and a lot of other foul languages. Manchester United fans are not patient. We are not going to give time to Chong to mature. We are not going to give time to Greenwood. They are youth. They are going to come in. They're going to make mistakes. And as soon as they do, Manchester United fans are going to jump on their back and they're going to pile pressure on it. We have seen Eden Yazuzai given pressure. What happened to him? I don't even know where he is now at the moment. Real Sociedad, I think. Is he at Manchester United? James Wilson is just not good enough. In the entertainment industry, child actors have so much pressure, given money, too much money, too early in the age. What happened to them? Lindsay Lohan. I don't think I heard enough of Lindsay Lohan at the moment. Very promising child actress. What happened to her? We have to protect our young players, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is protecting the young player at the moment by not giving them too much pressure, by slowly installing them into the first team. You can't expect them to take on the mentors of the first team straight away. You can't expect Angel Gomez to take on attacking midfield straight away when there are players at Mata, Lingard, Pereira right in front of him. They have to be better in slowly. Eventually, next season, they have to start playing first team games for Manchester United. Next season, Greenwood has to be starting games for Manchester United if Edward was still not going to back us up, back Ole up with good players. We needed Bruno Fernandes. We didn't get Bruno Fernandes. All Edward was fault. We needed Savage, and we didn't get Savage. All Edward was fault. There are a lot of players that we could have gotten. I mean, Hakim Ziyech, Donny van de Beek was not even mentioned. Maybe we are looking at them and we would say, no, these are just not the players we want because they don't have the name. Edward wants Pogba because he has the name. His Instagram has a lot of followers. He only loves star players, and now Ole Gunnar doesn't want star players. Two are at a loggerhead, and Ed decided to give us cheapest player can find, Daniel James. He has proven to be very, very good. And he has given us Aaron Wan-Bissaka, really. They show him that, look at the stats, best tacklers last season. There's nothing to argue against him. Harry Maguire, very good with Leicester and England. So, got him. So then it's asked, who are the star players that we need? We don't have anymore. We can't let Pogba go. Pogba go. We don't have any star players to sell the shirt. And that's all Edward thinks at the end of the day. So he needs to back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We have to back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because Edward is not backing him. And he has been doing well with the youth. He is trying to integrate them into the team. We can't slate him for that, for not starting Greenwood, because I can tell you, as soon as he starts Greenwood, and you jumping, and all the fans will jump on his back when he doesn't score one goal in a game. And everyone's gonna call him shite, and then he's pressured. It's gonna blow up, and he's gonna put too much stress on young players. Please, these young players have not, even in Malaysia, 70 years old. You take SPM, O-level exam at the end of 17 years old in Form 5. And at his age, he has not even taken SPM. It's only September. And you expect him to lead a multi-billion-dollar company onto pitch at 17 years old. Please, for God's sake. He's doing well with the youth. He's integrating them. You have to give him time. It's as simple as that. So bring on the fight. He is a positive manager. We needed him to say the good things in front of the press, but he needs to slate his players in the dressing room. We do not know he didn't do that. He's been doing right with the youth, and the real fight is with Glazers. So bring on the real fight. If you don't bring on the real fight against Glazers, the same thing is going to repeat itself. Change manager, Pochettino, come in. So what? He's still not going to get Bruno Fernandes. Not going to be players in one. Will he do miracle with Lingard? Please. Mata? Please. Matic? Please. These players are crap. Rashford, not very good at the moment, but he has the talent. Martial injured, Pogba injured. What can he do? And people were saying, oh, we don't need Pogba. For God's sake, we were crap against Leicester and West Ham without Pogba. So yes, bring the real fight, Manchester United fan. We need to be Ole in. We have to give him at least one more transfer summer, and we have to get Ed to back him because certainly he isn't. And if Ole doesn't get our backing, who else is going to give him the backing? So yes, this is my 3 reasons why Ole in. We have to be Ole in, and I will be consistent this season no matter how crap we are, unless we are in relegation. Which again, the fight is still with Edward work. So I'm going to be Ole in. We have to be Ole in. We have to back him up because Ed is not. And no matter how crap we are, we have to give him time. We have to, because it's not going to change. Pochettino coming, it's not going to change. Laurent Blanc coming, it's not going to change. Arsene Wenger, it's not going to change. So I'm just going to do a very quick Arsenal versus Manchester United review. Manchester United versus Arsenal review. Is it at home? We're still crap. We will lose this game, but our team can surprise us as they always do. Against good team, we can pull out result from don't know where, and against bad team, we're just get crapper, dumb get dumber. Um, so look at Arsenal team. They have incredible players in Aubameyang. Lacazette is injured, if I'm not mistaken, so they're going to rely on Aubameyang and Nicolas Pepe. Nicolas Pepe has not been good. He's still have a betting in time, so let's hope that it's not good in this game. But our attack is not none the better. We have Daniel James. We only have Daniel James. Martial's out. Pogba's out. So Rashford's out, and we don't have. We might have to start Greenwood, but I can see Ole gonna bringing Lingard in and Pereira on the right, and Mata's gonna start along with I hope it's Fred and Pogba, but Pogba out, so it's Fred and Matic because we don't have any other player. So Fred, Matic, McTominay, or hopefully Fred, McTominay, Mata will start. I can see Lingard starting with Pereira and James Greenwood on the bench. Ole Gunnar just doesn't want to risk Greenwood, but I've been talking about we cannot risk Greenwood, but we just don't have the players at the moment, Martial and Rashford, so we cannot give him too much pressure. I'm just not a fan. If he doesn't score this game, get your words. Keep your words. Be patient. Backline picks itself, but Ashley Young. I mean, Luke Shaw is in training, but I don't think Luke Shaw should be starting. Ashley Young will come in. People shouting for Rojo. Both of them are crap. So there's really no good players. Rojo crap that goal conceded against Rochdale. It's Rojo fault. It's his place where he's supposed to be defending. You can say Pereira is not tracking player, but Pereira is attacking player. So it's Rojo's spot in, and he told that he knows how to attack Rojo too. The scorer of the goal, the 16 years ago scorer Matheson. So it's Rojo's again. Rojo is crap as a centre back, and he tried a lot, but he did nothing against Rochdale. You say, oh, he's been shooting, oh, he's been crossing. God, oh, it's not even on target. So Rojo is crap. Young, none the better, but he's our captain, so he will come in on the right one. Scar, Harry Maguire, Lindelof, and people will be shouting, why not Swansea starting? Okay, Lindelof, it's good last season. He has been consistent last season. Should we start Swansea? That's all it calls. I'm not gonna go in against him if he start Lindelof because Lindelof has been consistent last season, and we need to play Maguire and Lindelof into shape. Maybe he can put Swansea into the defensive midfield, and we can push Fred and McTominay up, but that is still a crap midfield. Fred McTominay is inconsistent. Fred has not been good, and if Matic comes in, we doom if Matic comes in. Mata is just too slow. So at the end of the day, he has a great decision to make, but I don't see us winning this game. I predict him for a loss, and I don't want to predict a loss. I don't want to predict scoreline even because when we are why should I be predicting scoreline? We are Manchester United fans, and as soon as we lose, it's just close, turn off, next, blame Ed Woodward, talk about Ed Woodward, not supporting Pogba, not backing Ole, and wanted to start. I mean, if Pogba wants to go, just let him go. But then again, we need replacement. But Ed Woodward doesn't want to deal with that. So yeah, everything is bad at the moment. It's Ed Woodward's fault, and that's my prediction for Arsenal for Manchester United versus Arsenal. Nothing is up. Everything looks gloomy, but Manchester United can pull a result because we are a counter-attacking team. We will counter-attack Arsenal. Arsenal is also counter-attacking, so it just depends whose lady luck is smiling come Monday. I can tell you, as a Malaysian fan, Monday games are the worst. 3 o'clock, don't even know whether to sleep or to wake up. The last time Rochdale, I slept, and it was a bloody at 5 o'clock. I slept 5 o'clock. It was a bloody difficult day the next day. So, what do you think of Manchester United versus Arsenal? Do you think we're gonna lose? I think we're gonna lose. Hopefully that Manchester United can prove me wrong. This season is doom and gloom. We needed a win. It's a must win, but every game is a must win. We are Manchester United. We just have to find our way out the hole. It's Edward's fault. It's Glazer's fault. Blame the right people, fans. Please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.